I mentioned were the number of transactions. It's actually 21 million transactions that have taken place. All the other numbers are right that I mentioned. So there is no discrepancy between my numbers and the others. Let's leave that there. Your other question was on who is managing the Hustler Fund. I decided that we are going to use the benefit of technology to run this fund. And that is why this fund is successful. If we had gone the route of forming a committee in every village, and a committee in every constituency, and another committee in every... First, we would not even have formed the committees. Forget about disburse the money, right? I mean, technology works, my friend.
Which is true.
So what we have done is we have engineered. We already have the K-Nest, which is approved by the RBA to manage the component of savings, you know, which is already in place. We have a board, yeah, that originally was part of K-Nest, which is now the board we are adopting to run the Hustler Fund. And the Secretariat is actually a consortium that we established between the government and our national mobile operators.
But Mr.
And
President,
we have a complete Secretariat, including even a call center that makes sure that citizens can...
And that is good, Mr. President. Allow me to interject you. But regulations of your own government say that a board shall be constituted. In fact, the board has to be appointed by you, the President.
Yes.
The Secretariat shall be appointed. The administrator will be appointed by that board. Now, you're using the board of K-Nest. How do you explain that difference?
K-Nest, actually, the Hustler Fund is a product of K-Nest. You know, that's how we developed it, you know. And you see, Sam, while I agree with you that processes are very good, and we should do processes, but I think results are better. You know, is the Hustler Fund working? Have we disbursed money? Are real Kenyans today beneficiaries? Is that agenda moving forward? The processes are important. The results are also much more important. My submission to the people of Kenya is that for the first time, we have a product that doesn't require layers and layers and layers of bureaucracy, but a product that is working. The fact that a Kenyan somewhere, you know, he doesn't know William Ruto. He may not even know his MCA. He may not even be known by the Mzee wa Mitaa. But on his phone, somehow, he has gotten a government service and he has received 2,000 shillings and he is running his show. I think that's the best news ever.
Mr. President, shouldn't that be the bold reason? Hustler Fund is such a far-reaching economic revolution, using your words. Shouldn't that be the bold reason why it should be anchored in law, institutionalized properly, so that it's not, as you say, a William Ruto product?
Let me tell you, my good brother, Mr. Smart. Hustler Fund is anchored in law. Yeah? As I answered earlier, all the resources that are being used in Hustler Fund are public resources. We went through the public participation processes. We went through Parliament. We have established it. We went all the way to getting the license from the RBA to ensure that we are in compliance with the law and to make sure that every requirement of law has been satisfied before we apply public resources. And I want to give you my assurance that the success of the Hustler Fund is the benefit we gain from digitization and technology. I was very impressed when our mobile operators were so patriotic that they were willing to be part of this product, even if it, to some extent, undermined some of their own products. But they saw the national good. They say, yes, we are making money here. But if we can have a government-sponsored program that reduces the interest rate from 300% to 8%, from 1% per day to 0.02% per day. Let us support this program.
But how inclusive is the program, Mr. President, with the digitization and technology? We're speaking of more than 40 million Kenyans. In the first week of the Hustler Fund, more than 50% of those who borrowed were from Nairobi County. How inclusive nationally is the Hustler Fund?
For your information, your statistics are not right. You should look at the current spread of Hustler Fund. It is national. In fact, every county, the variation is actually it is only on population. The larger the population of a county, the more the people who are borrowed. The smaller the population of a county, it is just commensurate. And again, for your information, even though you may think that maybe there are some people, because of technology, they cannot be reached, Michelle, you will be very surprised because you can access Hustler Fund even on Mulika Mwizi, you know? So long as you have a Mulika Mwizi, you are in business. And you don't have to know nobody. You don't have to know anybody. Even your neighbor is not important. But they are only, the committee, as I said, the committee is 3 people, is 3. Yourself, your phone, and technology. Finished.
In case, because technology fails, Mr. President, in case Hustler Fund 2 years to come fails and there's something that goes wrong, who takes responsibility?
William Ruto takes responsibility.
Okay. Beyond that, Mr. President.
Before we take a break, because there are Kenyans watching it.
The buck stops with me.
Okay. Pesa ya wazee, Mr. President, in 1 minute, because there are people who are asking, pesa ya wazee iko wapi?
Pesa ya wazee is on. You know, contrary to stories being peddled around, you know, the challenges that we have faced with pesa ya wazee, the challenges we have faced with all the things that we are doing is because we do not have adequate public resources. You know, the roads stalled 1.5 years ago because there was no money to pay for them. You know, we must just appreciate that our economy was not doing well, and somebody needed to come and bring back our economy. And that is exactly what I am doing. And I want to promise the people of Kenya, I will sort out this economy and make sure that it serves us for now and for the future.